What I mean by quiet mind. And the content doesn't matter. Whether you're having a thought about somebody, or you're having a thought about a thing, or you're having a thought, a sad thought, a depressive thought, an anxious thought, it's all the same. It's the same vehicle that brings happy thoughts, joyful thoughts. That's what makes it difficult in a way, because the only way you can recognize them is if you go with a good feeling. If it comes with a good feeling, that's the one to go with. But it's this power of noticing that we've got already, and all we have to notice is that it's inside us. It's inside us. Our well-being is inside us. It's the only place you're going to find it. It's the only place you're going to find happy is inside you. So just put in the chat, what did you hear? And then I'm going to do the play one. There's a couple of quotes I wrote on top of this. This is play, so I'm just going to go through it and I'll put a flow to it, and then we can talk. Most people treat the present moment as if it were an obstacle that they need to overcome. Since the present moment is life itself, it is an insane way to live. The song talks about obstacles, doesn't it? We think that it's something to acquire, but you've already got it. If you're thinking you're trying to acquire it, you're moving yourself away from it. Probably being driven by ego. I need more money to be happy. I need a nice car to be happy. I need to do this to be happy. You don't have to do anything. Them things come, they make you happier. Whenever you're immersed in compulsive thinking, you are avoiding what is. You don't want to be where you are, here and now. So if you're compulsing towards something, you're avoiding the now. Radio channel FM does not hold the music of love. Radio FM is fear mode, fear. It doesn't hold the music of love. I thought it was quite poetic for 8:30 in the morning when I was tapping it into my phone. Radio AM, aliveness mode, holds all channels of love and above. There's no fear when you're in love with yourself, in love with life. Self-inquiry is key. That's how I got there. I'm not seeking anymore outside of myself, but self-inquiry is key to this. A quiet mind is key. Know that anger is a product of pain. Whether it's in the now, if you stub your toe, in the past, if you think to the things that have happened, or in the future. Anger is a product of that pain, or a painful past or painful future. Find the cause of your pain, not the symptom of the anger. Find the cause of your pain. Let's get in touch with the feelings. Just sense them and let them go. Ask yourself these questions. What is my intention? You can write these down. These are useful things to write down. What is my intention? What is important to me? This is all about in the context of your well-being. What would I like to have happen? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? I cannot fail to have well-being, because it's only me that can think myself away from it. If something tries to take my inner peace, then I'll know my boundaries. And I've said before in talks, I show up and notice how I feel. So what would happen if you just showed up? You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to make sure, as the song says, be perfect, be certain. Just show up and see how you feel. And this is when I wrote down, this is when I decided about the noticing thing. We are brilliant at noticing things. But what if we notice good things more? What kind of life would you have if you noticed good things more? What if when we notice bad things, we didn't add meaning to it? No, therefore, just full stop. Oh, that person over there blanked me. It must be because I'm a bad person. It must be because I'm not worth being spoken to. Or it could just be that they're having a bad day. So if you haven't got it yet to know where to look for your well-being, then just change the channel to a radio aliveness. Because when you're tuning in radio AM, you cannot pick up the fears. It's only when you're on that channel. And you can do it quickly with like a preset, or you can take your time to find it through self-inquiry. If you're noticing a lot of drama, you're tuned into the drama station. If you're noting a lot of love, you're tuned into Love and Above station, the well-being station. Tonight, just tune into my words. Oh, I went all poetic. Get the sick bags out. Tonight, just tune into my words on Mellow Magic Monday and ask yourself, what do you want, love or drama? Yeah, I know, Kay, I know, it's bad, wasn't it? Self-love, self-care and self-expression all lead to aliveness. You just got to sit with what that means for you. Self-love, self-care and self-expression. And drop the self-neglect. We talked about self-neglect. Just drop that. Stop that now. The time for well-being is now, and it is the present that a quiet, non-distracted mind gives you when you drop the thinking that steals your joy and inner peace, leading you to a good feeling of just There's no words, just It's 5 M's on my paper. So I wrote down the word. From that good feeling, you get momentum. But when I typed it in on my phone, it came up as moment in. I like that. I like the fact it's a moment in what? Moment in time, moment in pleasure, moment in joy, moment. But that gives you momentum. Don't believe it doesn't. You'll get more done when you get out of the rocking chair. So moment is the first M. The second M is the magic of life. Magic. Life is magic. Life is an illusion. Your thoughts are an illusion. Whether you think a good thought or think a bad thought, they're both made up by you. You have the power to create. I put down mellow. Momentum, magic, mellow. It just feels so much calmer when you're not stuck up in your head. And I put down magnificence. The magnificence of life. The magnificence, once we get out there, of how things can be. And because I'm not thinking myself away from my euphoric feeling, my inner peace, I found magnificence stuck behind the so-called vertical blinds. I don't get out much. I get excited about going to Aldi. Who's with me? The other M is much love. Much love for yourself. Much love for everyone that you come in contact with. That's not fearful, is it? If you feel much love. And then I put a 6th M because I'm greedy. And I just wrote down more and more and more. It sums it up when nearly 70 people sign up for self-sabotage and 30 people sign up for well-being. We've forgotten the art and the importance of well-being, but we want to know why we're broken. We're not broken. We're not lacking. Really poetic this time in the morning. It's a drop-in centre for good feelings. I'm thinking that's your well-being. That's your home state. That's your true nature. That's Radio AM. It's a drop-in centre for good feelings, like Monday nights are, he says humbly, where you take off the shoes of life and become grounded to your true self. And then I put a story in. This is a lovely story. I've seen it somewhere, and I just copied and pasted this bit. A professor gave a balloon to every student who had to inflate it, write the name on it, and throw it in the hallway. The professors then mixed all the balloons, and the students were given 5 minutes to find their own balloon. Despite a hectic search, no one found their balloon. At that point, the professors told the students to take the first balloon that they found and hand it to the person whose name was written on it. Within 5 minutes, everyone had their own balloon. The professors said to the students, "These balloons are like happiness. We will never find it if everyone is looking for their own. But if we care about other people's happiness, we'll find ours too." I like that. Author unknown, or is it Arthur unknown? Who cares? I like the unknown. And I just wrote these words down. If you've got purpose, and you have empathy, and you have compassion, and you have gratitude, and you have self-love, and you have love of others, then you won't be looking in the rearview mirror. You won't be living in the past.